and the man, the myth, the legend, one behind the scenes. You got Miss DJ. You want to go back there?
I'm DJ, the
Okay.
kid, the
DJ
Neil,
the
you know what I'm
kid,
saying?
Neil.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in here, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the man, the myth, the legend, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that one, brother.
Anytime. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Just keep it
I'm
real.
sorry, I have to go by my new alias. Well, actually, it's old, but
What is
it's
it?
new. DJ Nasty J.
Yeah, DJ.
Ooh-wee.
Spending these nasty
Nasty
joints.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I told him, I was like, bro, why we in college? Go ahead, be a DJ part time.
Uh-huh.
DJ Nasty J drop nasty joints, and on Friday they had that Mr. Nasty time. I was
Oh,
like,
man, you could have killed
he
that.
would have
I mean,
been on.
man.
The thing
You coulda
was,
killed
is
that.
I was actually going to do it, but I didn't want nobody to think I was trying to bite off of them because there were a couple of DJs back when we were in college, and I didn't want them to think, oh, he's trying to bite our stuff. So I was like,
Man, you could have killed that.
The concept of biting an occupation is foolish. Like, how can every person cooking fries is biting the first fry cook? No, that's my job.
Yeah, we doing
That's
that.
true.
We
That's
mixing
true.
that.
We mix.
Yeah.
You a DJ, I'm a DJ. Only difference is
Yeah.
I spin them nasty joints and you don't.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you could have killed
And the
that.
only reason they said that was because for everybody said I had way too much nasty music. I just wasn't. My whole thing, I like R&B.
90%
I like-
of the music that we listen to is
No, but you know how so many people would listen so much rap. I'm like, nah, I play R&B. I play slow jams. I play music to get you in the mood. I ain't trying to get you to fight nobody. I'm trying to get you laid tonight.
Hey, because most of the parties that I went to at certain points in time, people was getting laid out. I'm just saying,
tired of
you
violence.
know,
Let's get to the.
Let's
Let's get back to the nasty time.
know.
That's what I would have been. You could have just been
Yeah,
like,
you could have
know what I'm
mellowed
saying?
out a couple of parties with that.
yeah,
man,
be like, you know what
I'm
we gonna do? Usually we play the crunk music to send y'all home. Tonight I'm gonna send you home with somebody.
Yeah,
It's Mr. Nasty time.
yeah. And then you could you could have mixed that. Ooh, it's Mr. Nasty.
I actually was
You know what
gonna
I'm
do
saying?
it.
You
I was
could've
actually
did
gonna
it.
do
Out
it.
here.
Ooh, Mr. Nasty Time.
Yeah.
And,
On.
Yeah, you could have got
and
that.
then
bro.
everybody was like, "Oh man, you doing too much."
Nah,
I was
man,
like,
you could have mixed that, bro.
coulda had-
That'd have been lit.
Like I could be sitting next to a celebrity DJ right now.
Yeah,
he ain't even
man.
want to go.
I mean,
anyway.
you know, it might not be too late.
Yeah.
I say go for
Hey,
it.
I gotta get DJ Neil to actually help me with my mixing stuff
Yeah, you
because
know,
I got all the songs. I just gotta mix them right.
We can work on some stuff, you know what I'm saying? We might even have to get light skinned black out here.
Light skin black. Bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
LSB coming back.
That's what it's about. You know?
Yeah,
I'll
y'all
be
know
out
that
here.
Well, we can kill it. Let's go and get this show.
Okay,
cracking.
okay. So, Southwest Airlines pilot threatens to turn the plane around if someone does not quit airdropping naked pictures. I'm just trying to figure out how bad were these naked pictures to make a pilot like, look, we gotta stop this.
Nah, if you hear it because they actually have it on recording. It's like the airplane pilot, all you hear is doom. To whoever is sending these nasty pictures, please stop or we will turn this plane around and we will have everybody submit their phones. We don't want to. We want y'all to enjoy this vacation. So please stop sending your nasty pictures. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, how bad these pictures gotta be for somebody to be like, bruh, stop sending that. Nobody wants to see that.
I want to see that.
Male, female?
This is a question.
They never
There's
say.
so many
They
questions.
just say, stop sending your nasty pictures, airdropping them.
So we not on airplane mode at this moment.
No,
We're not in the altitude where you're not
we're
in the,
in the air now.
yeah.
Nah, they're in the runway about to leave.
Oh.
And before they leave, that's when the pilot comes on the intercom and says it. Doom. Could you please stop sending?
Dang.
Oh,
That's cold. So that means pilot just sitting up there trying to do his job, and all of a sudden just wham, full body, just everything that you see.
But you
Full
have to know it was
body.
bad.
I'm telling
Because,
you.
if somebody sees something real nice, like, you know what?
okay.
Okay,
They on the
I'm going to let
plane?
that slide. I'm going to leave
They
that
on the
right
plane
there.
right now?
Yeah. I might
But
just
for
try.
somebody to look at it and say, "Hey, don't send that
That's
to
a
my
violation.
phone no more."
Yeah, that's that's
That's
tough.
a violation right here.
You know what I'm saying? That might have been something that
What are
he
you
didn't really
doing?
want to see.
He's
Because,
like-
in most cases, he probably been like, if it would have been something nice, he'd probably been like, man, let me go find out who that is once the
Yeah.
plane lands.
Yeah.
You know,
let me
if
see.
you just gonna send them, go and send them.
Yeah.
Quit
Yeah.
playing.
Send her,
Yeah.
send her up to the cockpit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for you to really just
Put
hey,
this thing on autopilot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's talk about this. We gotta discuss this photo right here.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was crazy because I'm like, man, you know, a pilot had to be in his feelings for you to come on the intercom.
Yeah. he
Stop
just-
sending that.
Don't you send it? I'm trying like because I know airdrop and I've airdropped things, right?
Yes.
But like I said, when I do airdrop, it's direct to the person. Like, oh,
Did they click the wrong phone?
but apparently you can send it.
Yeah, you can send it to the network of anybody that has the airdrop open.
Right.
So apparently, I don't see how you accidentally send it to everyone.
Right.
But
But think about it is, it's not just one picture. Because he said if you don't quit sending. So you've been doing, because if it was one picture, it'd
Yeah.
be like, oh,
But
it was a mistake.
with AirDrop, you can select multiple pictures. So it just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's
you could select multiple. So when you hit that AirDrop button, it just could have just kept ding, 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 ding.
But
ding.
who would you be sending them to? To airdrop them to someone? Oh,
It might
your
be
girl in the back and you in the front, or you in the front and your girl in the back? I'm like,
I just feel like they had to be an older couple because, I'm just like, you don't know that you need to send it to one person. I mean, if I was, I mean, like, just send that through text. You know what I'm saying? Or-
yeah, you could just text it before we took off. You know what? Just let me show you what you gonna get.
Yeah, this is what it is right here. This Mr. Nasty time.
Yeah.
But
Boom.
for you to really just ding, 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 and the pilot comes on and tells you this,
Till you quit.
hey, obviously what you sent was not
It's
good
not
at
gonna
all.
work.
Pilot said, I had enough.
I'm done with this.
I had enough. I can't even fly the plane.
I cannot.
Like, look at it like this. If you saw Meg Thee Stallion sending
finna-
pictures,
bruh.
nobody be like, bruh,
You know
I'm about
what?
to get large because she messed up and sent these.
I'm gonna be like, whoever's sending these, come up to the front. We need to talk about this.
Now,
I'm just gonna put the thing on autopilot.
No,
and
I'm gonna
just
be
go,
out here.
You know,
Hi, I'm the captain.
yeah.
Can everybody take your mask down for a second, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could I see you in the
you
You right
you.
there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Megan.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Come on.
You be looking at this. You be looking because it's probably from the neck here.
Yeah.
You be looking like, that neck right
Yeah,
there.
right there. Yeah, it got
This-
the mole.
that's it
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
the one with the mole right there. Thank you. Come with me. But that would be that.
Hilarious.
All right. So, why is it so hard for people to find love in today's world? Or do you even think it's hard? Do you think it's hard?
It's a multitude of things, but I'm gonna let y'all start with that.
Okay,
one, man.
cool.
Really?
man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think one of the main reasons I think it's hard to find love is because people don't know what love is. People
Okay.
think love is just, oh my God, we are right now sunshine and roses.
Right.
Oh, it's just so happy. Oh, I love them. They doing all the nice things. Then when you don't get that all the time, now it's like, oh, that wore off. Obviously, something's wrong right here.
Right.
Because a lot of people, I think, find it hard to truly know what love is. They'll pretend like they know what love is. Like, everybody won't love till you find out how hard love is. Because love make you do some stupid things. Love will make have you up at night mad, have you going to sleep early,
Yeah.
have you cuddling, and have you over here in your feelings. Like, man, I don't know why she keep playing me. Like, I love her, but she gonna make me say something to her.
Got to step out. Yeah.
No, I gotta apply pressure.
Or vice versa. Oh, he think just because I love him, I ain't going
I won't do. Please.
like I won't pull A and B on him.
Yeah.
It's like love have you do some stuff that you like, bruh. Like, man, I would love to. Like, I'm sorry. I know so many people be like, man, you a little crazy for saying that. But love have me like, I would love to trip my girl right now. Like, stick my foot out and triple. I love her so much, but sometimes I'm like,
just put your foot out there and push it out.
Go ahead.
When I be thinking about what the difficulty in finding love, I think it's more so because I said it before, I said it again, everything has become so transactional. So it's like everybody expects something when they give. Yeah. So with love, it's a lot of selfless. Like sometimes I'm doing this just because I love you. I don't need nothing in return. This is just for you because I want you to have it.
Yeah.
But these days, you get on Tinder. Oh, well, I'm choosing who I like. It's swipe left or swipe right. Okay, I finally got you in the space. Now we kicking it and all that. Okay, where is he taking me? Or is she going to let me hit? Or instead of just, I remember a time where I went on a date and it was just to get to know you. Like, I just want to know more about you. That's all I want to do. I just want to know who you are, what you do, how you live. Like, I'm trying to catch a vibe. Yeah. Now people just trying to catch a baby or catch a free ride or catch a trip to Dubai.
People trying to catch a come up.
Yeah, catch a come. I mean, like,
oh
yeah. I don't want to. Every time I go on a date, I don't want to feel played. I don't want to. Like, I hate that we named it having game because I feel like everybody's trying to play you at all times. Yeah. It's like I ain't got no joystick or no controller associated with me. It's like I just want to meet a real person. And when I meet this real person, give you a real energy, like, I'm talking to you, you talking to me. We moving in this direction. If it worked, then it worked. Like, if you got your hand and you controlling everything, how you gonna say it's magic? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The magic we know today is just illusion. People sleight of hand. It's tricking you, and it makes you. But I'm like, at a certain point with love, I want it to be real. Like, no,
like I want. We were just talking about this before. Anita Baker. Man, Anita Baker play some songs, have you over here like, man, like caught up in the rapture of you. It's like, oh, man, I just love everything about you. Yeah. I love when you come in the room. Yeah. I love when you leave. I love to see you smile. Yeah. I love when you laugh. Yeah. When the last time you really hear that just out and about?
You don't. You don't hear that anymore. So, like, I'm going to take something from whatever each one of y'all said, and like y'all all both of y'all hit key points on what I was gonna say, you know. But to piggyback off of what you said, people got their guard up because they don't want to feel played. Yeah, that's to me that's the main thing for me. Like I hear quite a few times, like, you ain't gonna get me. I'm not gonna feel played. I'm not gonna. They don't want to get to know nobody. No. Everything is this last situation I was in, they did this, that, and the third. Well, you can't go into this situation thinking that this person is gonna play you.
I'm that person. I'm not him.
Yeah, you go in setting the expectation for either this man or this woman to get you like the last person you get, you gonna end up doing that. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up playing yourself. Yeah. And so what happens is people tend to, like I say, keep their guard up. They don't take the time to get to know nobody. Everything's a transaction, like you said. Like they want, well, if we gonna go on this date, who gonna pay for what? Right. If we gonna go to the movies, I got the popcorn, you gonna buy the drink. Or if we gonna go out to dinner, we gonna split the ticket half and half. No. In most cases, it's like, well, damn, I mean, I just wanted to take you out, but if we gotta make it a transaction thing, all right, we'll go ahead and pay for your hair then, baby. We not gonna do this again. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if you going in with the expectation of what can I do for you or what you can do for me, what's the point of us even trying to get to know each other?
But I think that's one of the hardest issues with love now, because love has become so cliche because so many people gave it so much bull. Like pure love, whether we were broke, whether we were happy, whether whatever, we were trying to build it together. But now
the music, the media, the propaganda, all that stuff played a lot into that. Like just like you were saying, the music there uses the whole essence of what Anita Baker was talking about in those songs. Mm-hmm. That's the pure love. We went from that. We went from music like the OJs, the Commodores, You know, the Isley Brothers, all that, and then we got to the Jodeci area, to all that, the Freaking You, and then we got to all of the Chris Brown and all of the Jacquees and all this stuff now, to where it's all that is wiped out.
Yeah,
like there's that. It's all about basically the love songs that we got now is basically promoting the transactions.
Yeah.
It's promoting the movement of what it is today.
That's it.
Yeah.
And in the social media aspect of it, you see it. You see it on an everyday basis. Like, I'm going to take you to this place. I'm going to show you this thing. Most of your TikToks, most of your Instagram posts of people going on dates and going out everywhere, it's only showing you the glitz and the glamours of what the date is going to look like. It's not showing you the purpose of getting to know nobody.
My thing is, at some point on vacation, she going to have to put her makeup on.
Yeah.
All the Instagram pictures avoid. There's a point where we wake up. Like, it's not all a dream. We got to make it that. And I feel like nobody wants to make it this. Like, when it comes to love, sacrifice was taken out of love. You know what I'm saying? For our generation, it's like we sit back and, like you said, music right now is like a bad marriage. Like, it started off amazing. Like, back in the day, we got married, we on the honeymoon phase. And then we got all the way up to Tank and Ursha, and then eventually all them got phased out, and then we get, you know, the music we have now, which is I'm not really trying to deal with you on that level. I'm just here for a moment, and we accept that.
You gonna give me what I want. I'm gonna give you
what
I
want.
You want. We gonna go on.
I'm gonna get it for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
I'm fine with it.
And I'm here, and then your feelings hurt because that's not exactly what you want. See, that's the thing. And that's another thing I want to say. Everybody out here acting like this is what they want, and this ain't what they want.
Yeah,
they playing this game that I want you here for a second, and in reality, they want you here forever. They just don't know how to express it.
Yeah.
Well, because everybody
it's square. It's lame.
It's lame.
Yeah.
It's
lame to want forever.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Lame to want to be happy, smiling, skipping. Man, I keep telling people. I was telling a lot of people. I am almost 300 pounds. Truth be told, I'd rather everybody be happy, smiling, not one person have a care in the world about stuff. But the world now don't even like that kind of stuff, or pretend like they don't like that. Like, I don't want no bad or harm to come to anyone.
Because you don't want to be the odd. They don't. The people nowadays don't want to be the oddball.
Yeah.
They don't want to be singled out. Like, we don't want to be in the microscope of being the ones that don't fit into the mold of the culture nowadays. And like, we need to tear that damn culture down.
The culture, I'm telling y'all, if we eradicated the culture, we'd be so far ahead.
Yeah.
It's just because it's the study that was done. When it comes to college drinking, majority of the kids did not want to do it, but it felt like everybody else was doing it, so I'm gonna do it. Yeah, because I don't want to be the odd man out.
Yeah.
So right now, like you said a moment ago, everybody's going through that whole phase to where I don't want to be the one that's played, but the one that they forget to set. I also don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
Like when you got these people out here who I'm 40 and 50 years old, and I'm still looking for love. I'm still trying to find it. But at the same time, I'm still got my guard up and I don't want to be played. I'm like, it's hard to score a basket if you never hit the court. If you never get in the game. Like if you never play it for real.
You ain't gonna never put up no points.
I'm telling you, you gotta run the risk of being put on the injured reserve to play the game. Like it's just how it works. Like you ain't gonna be LeBron James and dunk the ball if you never touch the ball. So sometimes you got to put yourself in a vulnerable position.
Yes.
It's just the way it works.
But with that, can you actually receive that? Because what I'm saying
some people ain't gonna.
A lot of people are not gonna receive it, but they're gonna complain day in, day out because they don't have it. And I'm like, you could have it just like everyone else,
right?
But that's that fear. That's that fear of being hurt,
right?
Like a lot. So I'm no psychologist. I'm no person that didn't ever study psychology, but a lot of us got a lot of stuff to deal with that stems from us growing up that we don't want to touch it.
We don't want to touch that.
We don't want to touch it. It's buried, it's put in that chest that's inside your mind, and we don't want to dig it out.
Yeah.
So whether it be abandonment, whether it be daddy, mama, family, whatever it is, or it might have been a relationship you was in the beginning, or when you first got out of high school, or it might have been a college sweetheart or something. It's something that you done buried that you don't want to touch.
And that's what a lot of psychologists will say.
Yeah.
Like, that was my major in college. One of the main things is most people have some type of trauma that they've been through that they do not want to deal with. You don't want to seek counseling for it, help for it. Sometimes you don't need someone else because you could deal with it yourself. But most of the average people, they need an outside person to actually help them fight that trauma because they don't want to open up.
Yeah.
Like, you're on your guard. So now when you've been hurt one time, what happens? Just like if you punch a wall, yes, you'll hurt your hand. After you hit it so many times, you build up calluses. Yeah. So then you get numb to the feeling, and that's what people are doing now. Yeah. And you get numb to it all.
People feel like they start building that moat around that castle. And every night or every person that come to the drawbridge, they put up another wall and another wall, and then it's harder for you to get in there.
Right.
But it's bad when you letting the bad people in, but not the good people in.
It's not that you let the bad people in. The bad people know the back way. Because the bad
maybe
people
you should fortify the back way.
They know the triggers to get through. To get through.
Look,
that's the thing. So I'm gonna say this: if you set your expectations, and I'm all about people telling you this, if you say what you want from the beginning, you award a lot of people off. If you just don't settle for just anything,
right,
you'll run a lot of people away. If you know, like men and women, if you in that getting to know you phase, if you let people know exactly what you about and what you want and your goals and where you're headed, either the man or the woman gonna figure out either I need to step my game up or I need to fall off, because they gonna succumb to the pressure of either rising to the occasion, or they gonna succumb to the pressure of not being able to keep up.
Right.
So if you settle for anything, them bad people gonna be able to hold on and leech on and latch on, because you just settling for anything because you think this is what you want, or you think this is a resemblance of love, because you don't really know what love is.
And that's the problem. You sit back. And like you said, we never sat back and we never figured out where we want to go. And then you get mad when you don't go nowhere. You're like, I'm mad that I never met her. I never met him. Because, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to find myself at the club. Now, you made a decision to be at the club. Yeah. But you already know the people at the club typically looking for tonight. You want forever. So that shouldn't be a destination for you right now.
That ain't it.
That's not where don't get me wrong. I know it's a lot of people out there, met some amazing people in the club and probably married some amazing people in the club. But that was during a time where the Commodores and Anita Baker was out there, and that's what we're playing in the radio. Right now, at least when I was coming up, I got Bootsy, Wipe Me Down, and I got Big Tuck and Fat Beat. Like, I'm gonna cut you. So I'm like, wait.
I'm gonna wash my shoes while we in that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
it's what it is.
It's a different moment.
My Dougie.
So, I'm like, I'm sure people used to leave the club back in the day and be like, no fights, no none of that. Only thing we did was have accidental babies.
But that's what I was saying. Like, the music at that point in time, when you if you go to early 90s, 80s, stuff like that, you had a mix of music. Don't get me wrong, you probably had a couple of hood songs out there, but you had more of the songs of, I won't get to know you. I really want something. I want something other. I want forever. Like, they had Forever My Lady.
I was just gonna say that.
Like, I was just gonna say that. Like, all the songs they had, it was like, don't get me wrong, I had some freaky songs.
Cause they even said, I want to love you for life.
Yes.
Bro.
Cause
they
had
You and I.
Bro, think about like, Jagged Edge, that you could tell the decline when Jagged Edge came. They was just like, look, we just ain't getting no younger. Let's just put it out there on the tape. Because we've been looking for it. We ain't found it. We ain't getting no younger. We might as well just do this.
Might as well just do it. Because I've been feeling you for a while.
I've been feeling you.
I must confess.
I must confess. Like,
you know
at
what?
That point,
you right.
All I want you to do.
Yeah.
I just meet me at the altar.
Just meet me there. We gonna get this done. Because he was like, if you look at them and the appeal that they had, it was like, I'm for the culture. Mm-hmm. So they had to break through. Like, how can you be of this culture but want something that's outside this culture?
But I have to say this because I know a lot of people be getting on Jagged Edge for that one.
No, Jagged Edge.
But I'm gonna say, I Gotta Be was one of their best songs. It's like,
but that was before that one, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but that was before that song.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, they had some songs out there.
I get it.
They were like, hey, I really want to be with you. Yeah, I love you. But that one song really just...
when they dropped that one, they was just like, you know what? Like, I'm done.
I feel like that I Gotta Be is more of an internal, inside my mind song. Like, I gotta be the one for you. I gotta do this so I'm trying to show her I'm that guy, but I still gotta remain cool with my dudes. So I gotta be the one for you. I gotta be the one. But at the same time, and then I feel like
something that we all kind of struggle with.
Right. Yeah. It's like, how do you I feel like it's you trying to find your identity and you spend most like seasons of your life trying to find it. So it's like, I know who I was as a kid in elementary. Like, I didn't have to figure it out because I came in with the blueprint to that. That was me. Mm-hmm. Like, happy-go-lucky. I'm playing games. I'm doing it's pretty much everything I like. Then life throw on another thing. Well, now you need education. So the smart people go up, the dumb people go down. That's what the world been telling us since, once we got through the 5th grade, going to 6, 7, 8. Now we in that phase. So now I got to find myself in there. But also an additional variable been added. We got women now. I kind of, you know what? I used to just play with her at the park, but I kind of think she cute.
Yeah, she cool now.
How do I get her to
like me
the way? And you start off with the playing, because that's y'all language. We play. Yeah. So freeze tag, I'm gonna hit you and we gonna run around, but eventually it get to like, no.
She don't want to play that game.
She don't want to play that game. She's like, I don't
you
respond.
play too rough.
Yeah, you still, basically what they saying is you still playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You get to high school and now you on the whole, I picked up on it. My older cousin put me on game. He been down this road. He said that I'm supposed to, hold your hand and kiss you and all that. But I ain't really got no commitment for you because he ain't married. Yeah. So I don't see. Yeah. Eventually, she get to the phase where now I'm 21, and even that, you still playing.
Yeah, you still ain't there yet.
Like, you reach 21, now you still playing. I
agree with the playing thing, but I think one of the main things, nobody wants to finish last. Because what I'm saying is like this. Like, if everybody were to put their cards on the table, at least you know where everybody stands, how they sit. If I know for a fact you don't want no dude, or I know you don't want no girl, at least I know those are the cards that are on the table. Right. But the thing is, now people put certain cards for certain people on the table. Hey, I don't want this, but you can still do all this stuff.
But then
then this person, I want you to show me all your cards.
Yeah, but if you do that and then you start feeling that person, then you end up setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
You end up setting yourself up because you like, oh man, I really like this person, but I done told them they can do X, Y, and Z, and now they out here doing this with X, Y, and Z. But now how can I tell them
how do I bring it back?
How do I tell them to stop doing this with X, Y, and Z?
I want us to be us.
Yeah, I want it to be me and this person, but I can't do that now because I done set the expectation to let you do this.
That's the thing is, if you would set your expectations up front exactly what you wanted.
That's what I was saying.
And I agree with that.
Put it
but
on the
most
table.
people
won't do it.
They'll be like, man.
And that's in the scenario presented. It's not that the person you put yourself in a position to where it's hard to backtrack.
Yeah.
You said, because you didn't want the commitment. You didn't want to go to that level. So you was like, I don't want to be here 100% with you, so you ain't got to be here 100% with me.
Right.
And then you gave them that option. They took it. Then you realize, I made a mistake. I do want you here 100%, but I got to tell you to not, but this is what we already set up. So how do I tell you that I made a mistake?
Right.
Ownership of mistakes and love go hand in hand. Like, I have to admit when I'm wrong at a certain point.
Yeah.
For this to work, I got to be willing to sit back and reflect.
Because you got to step outside of yourself.
I got to look at...
You got to step outside of yourself, especially when you're in love and when you love somebody else. You have to step outside of yourself and you have to analyze situations and be like, damn, I fucked this up.
Messed it up.
Like, you have to know when you messed up. Because if you go into situations always thinking you right,
no,
you dooming yourself from the beginning.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to function inside of a healthy relationship, whether it be a dating relationship or a marriage, if you go into every situation thinking that you're always right.
Right.
You ain't gonna never.
First of all,
you ain't gonna never succeed.
You got to put it in a relationship. You will never be successful on a sports team.
Any type of
playing Call of Duty.
Anything.
You gonna be Fortnite. You gonna be trash because you always focused on me.
Yeah.
And I'm right. And all right, bro, we can did it your way 100 times, bro. It's gonna work this time. Yeah. Listen. I know you think you got it, but the fact that they keep beating us because you got the same plan, you literally sending us through insanity.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna change. If you're not willing to sacrifice something, and the problem is the price on sacrifice, once they find somebody willing to sacrifice, the price on sacrifice for women is a little too high. Okay? A trip to Dubai is too much sacrifice for a first date. I just met you. Let me fly you out. That's absurd.
First of all, you should never be flying someone out that you don't truly know.
But see, music, social media, all that, like, some of this stuff is just out of control.
It's out of control.
Like, even I'ma say I'm kind of like with you on a lot of stuff, and I think that's probably because I think we both Libras and are in that same thing. I see it on the same scale on both sides for men and women.
Right.
It's out of hand on the male side and it's out of hand on the female side.
Very true.
The expectations on both sides are just out of whack.
Right.
Because men won't do certain stuff and women refuse to do certain stuff.
Yeah.
And it just ain't balancing out.
Well, we might as well go and hop into the topic since y'all already going there. Y'all already going there.
Why are we always trying to get over the rules of relationships?
Now, and see, that's the thing, is men and women be doing this all the time. Oh, I won't get over. I'm trying to get the highest quality for the lowest amount.
Stop bargaining with your...
that's what I'm saying people partner. Do all the time. Oh, well, I don't want to give her these things. I don't want to show her how much I love her, how much I'm willing to do for a sacrifice for her, be with her, commit to her, all these things. But I want her to do all the stuff. Don't make sense.
It's stupid.
Yes, it sounds stupid because we are married and we all realize you have to sacrifice in a marriage. You have to. In order for a marriage to actually work, you have to do some sacrifice.
My thing is if once you realize what true love is, you're going to want to do that regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even, I'm gonna take it a step further. Both of y'all got kids. I know y'all willing to give y'all kids the world.
Yeah.
And will do anything for them. True. That's a sacrifice within itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true love. People will say, I'm going to do this, that, and the third, and I'm willing to do anything for my kids. But when it comes to their partners, they going to bargain, chip away at certain things. I'm going to be honest, man. I sit there constantly and be like, okay, how can I show my wife the world?
Yes.
How can I do this? How can I do that? I'm always trying to come up with a way
to get.
I'm on a constant search every day to be a better husband and a better man every single day.
Yeah.
No.
Every day. And if you're not seeking that as a man, I don't understand what you got going with yourself.
And I don't understand that about a lot of men out here. You say you want your woman to be all these things, want all this stuff. Oh, you want her to submit to you. Mm-hmm. You want her to love you, bear your children, cook, clean, do all this stuff. What do you really do to deserve those things.
I gotta take it. Reason being, because it's a problem there. Women are not giving you 100%, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then you turn around, and because she's not giving you 100%, you're not giving her 100%.
Yes.
So the whole thing about it is, if we never gonna open up to one another, if we never, then I need to make sure you a provider, you are this, you are that, you are this, you are that. But and then you like, well, I need you to be submissive, though? This and that. Exact. I'm like, there's lines of conversations that we just omit, and we just try to find alternative ways to speak it through. Like, I'm playing, like, you ever, back in the day, you didn't want to go home to a girl and Mary J. Blige was in the background.
Yeah. She ain't gonna cry.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna mama. I'm sorry if you're listening. I'm sorry I done told your business.
I love you.
I love you. When I used to come home, and I don't know if he counts it, but if a Woman's Fed Up was playing by R. Kelly and I came home and my mama was playing, I knew my daddy was in trouble.
He's in trouble.
I knew he was in trouble. Yeah. You know.
She not finna explain what you did wrong.
And it was on repeat on the CD player.
And that's one of the bad things that would happen back in the day. My mom used to listen to Janet Jackson.
Oh,
and
man.
my mom and dad were married at this time. I know why my daddy threw the tape out the window. I know for a fact why he did.
My daddy threw the R. Kelly CD out the window.
Because the thing
doing this.
No, because the thing was,
Tell me what's wrong with you.
We going down to East Texas. It's an hour and a half drive. And then it's this song by Janet Jackson called What About That? Where she's talking about, what about all the crap you done to me? What about the time you said you didn't want me? All this stuff. I'm like, God. And she would rewind, play again. Rewind, play again. I'm like, what man in his right mind wants to hear that? Nigga, like.
Just ask her what's going on.
I'm just like, you trying to do this subliminal, but I feel like at this point, we reached the level of adulthood. Tell me your problem. Don't be like, if you should know. I should not.
But
exactly.
So I'm gonna say this though. Like sometimes the levels of communication, some of us are better communicators than others.
Right.
Yes.
Some of us don't really know how to communicate, or some of us actually are kind of dismissive of the other person's perspective or feelings. Mm-hmm. Like we aren't very receptive of how the other person is feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like if that particular person doesn't really know how to communicate with the other, like in some relationships it's crazy. Like I've seen where one person is a communicator and the other one ain't.
Right.
And this person to talk the whole time and the other one just be sitting there like, that's a doom. That's a doom waiting to happen because you have to have open dialogue in a relationship. You can't, that one person can't just always be the one talking things out. Because like for me at the beginning of our marriage, I used to sit there and listen majority of the time. I wouldn't be the one that would reciprocate the feelings. And I'd be like, okay, I'm hearing what you're saying, but I really can't articulate what I need to say because I don't really understand what I need to say, but at the same time, I know I'm not really just happy about what you're saying at this particular moment in time. You know what I'm saying? So it used to be real kind of like difficult for me to really just say what I needed to say because the communication for me was kind of off. But after some time went by and learning my partner, it's like, okay, I got to open up. I got to say what I need to say because this is the only way that this is going to work.
But I had to do the same thing because I can admit, anybody that's ever been in a relationship with me, anybody that knows me knows that I'm loud. And some people don't understand. Me being loud, that's not me being combative or trying to yell at you. That's me as the way I am.
Natural.
This is naturally what I do is like I'm a loud person. And when I voice my opinion, I'm going to speak it out.
Right.
That's why right now I might be down real low sometimes because like, nah, if I let you just same level as we are, nah, you gonna blow the speakers.
And see,
so
right now,
I'm like, but
and
I always try to. Now I'm like, okay, I'm trying to make sure that I keep my tone down a little bit because I'm not trying to trigger my partner. But then I also have to tell my partner,
hey, yeah,
baby, this how I am.
right.
We both gonna have to work on it. Yeah. You gonna have to understand that your husband is loud, but I'm also gonna have to understand that that may be a little bit triggering to you.
Yeah, because see, like for me, I do not like to be yelled at, and I don't know how I made it through life. Mm-hmm. Because you can't yell at me and I do anything. Mm-hmm. Like I don't care what it was, if I was in school, whether I played some type of organized sport or anything. You yell at me, I pretty much shut down. Mm. So in arguments, even when I was like amongst my friends, if we got into an argument about anything, you start yelling at me, it's over with. The conversation is dead to me. So early on, if we would get into an argument and the level of her voice would start to raise up, I'd be like, hey, don't yell at me, man. And then that was just be it. And then because I'm not gonna receive it well after that. Like I might be good amongst the conversation, but once it started to get to a yelling stage, we done. The conversation is dead because now it sounds like you trying to chastise me, and so I'm not gonna receive it well. But as long as we having a healthy dialogue, we good.
Mm-hmm. I had to realize that about Ronnie. It was like, cause where I come, yelling is norm. Like, well, I guess for me, it's like you just yell. I'm just yell at you because it's like that's what. But then I got Ronnie, and it's like, and she just breaks down. Like, not saying that she ain't functioning no more, but she like, no, I don't. I'm like, whoa, wait, look. Well, when I'm talking to people in my family, we gonna yell at each other, but it's gonna be fine. Yeah. It's not like we arguing. It's really like normal dialogue.
Yeah, we just loud,
so
very loud.
Yeah. Part of listening and part of being in a prosperous relationship is noticing, paying attention. Like, okay, when I get too loud, she's gonna get dismissive, or in your situation, you'll get dismissive. The proper way is be like, okay, I see that. The primary mission of any conversation between you and your spouse or your partner, is to convey your message and receive. That's the part that a lot of people get. Receive the message. Mm-hmm. A large portion of communication is nonverbal. Mm-hmm. They may not say it, but if they sulking or they moving back, then okay, they defensive. Mm-hmm. Pay attention. Like, okay, I yell, you kind of back away and the conversation is over, but I didn't get my message to you. And you didn't get your message to me because you've ended the conversation, so we checked out.
Both of us didn't check out.
So tomorrow, guess what's going to happen? We still going to be with the same problem and an additional one now. Yeah. I can't talk to you. We can't communicate now.
And then we might come back to the same conversation, and then we're going to pick up the same energy we had the day before.
And cancel out again, and then that's when you get to that whole point. Well, I just can't talk to him. We're incompatible. Yeah. And it's like, it's not that we incompatible or we can't reach compatibility. It's just that I didn't take the time to pay attention to how you receive information.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not about it's not about love at that point. It's just
understanding.
Yeah. It's customer service.
Yeah.
When you go get your order wrong at Chick-fil-A or Papa Do's or what, the first thing they do is we can comp the meal.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to stop coming. I don't want to break that. I want to keep you here.
Customer is always right.
Your spouse, regardless of how you think about it, the person you're trying to attract, that's your customer.
And
pay attention.
Like, I was thinking about this because I heard this from Ryan Davis where he was like, man, we got all these podcasts out here telling you about relationships and stuff, but we don't sit here and look at the rules that were actually given to us a long time ago. There's something that I give. There's something that you give. I'm going to try to do my best to give you these things. Right. You should be trying your best to give me the things that I want. Yeah. But now in today's society, even more people are just trying to undercut the price, just undercut like, I want
that
transaction.
I gotta ask a question. A lot of the rules that were given to us, do you feel like those rules still apply? Like, are they?
Some rules I do believe still apply. It's just the fact of the matter that we're trying to change them to benefit every little detail. Like, it was an overall rule. Like, okay, as both people have to be putting in something into a relationship.
Right.
Like, because even one thing I've always told my wife, the main thing I told her, if you're trying, I'm trying. If you're going to try with me, I'm going to try with you, no matter what.
Reciprocity.
Yeah.
That's what we have to do. But if you stop trying, I'm not going to be the one over here breaking my back trying to get us up here. And you like, no, I'm not going to do nothing else.
Yeah.
No. As long as you trying with me, I'm trying with you. Yeah. But now in days, it's like one person, whether it's the man or the woman, is like, accept me who I am, but you better be on your P's and Q's.
You gotta change.
Nah.
But I just
that's where, from our previous conversation,
right,
setting your expectation from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because you settle
mm-hmm.
at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we get into these problems, because you like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna overlook this little issue that you got because I care about you. And then if you get into it, you get 3, 4, 5 years down the line and you realize that this person ain't got no motivation, no drive, to be nothing.
Yeah.
And now you carrying the load and y'all got 3, 4, 5 kids and
you in your feelings now.
You like now I got to carry this family, and you knew that this person that you entered into this relationship wasn't going to be a person that you were going to be able to build a life with because you settled.
Yeah.
What you telling them is this: when you go buy a car, if you show up without the proper amount of money to pull the car off the lot, you're not finna get the car.
Don't buy.
Yeah.
Don't buy. Like, they not finna. The dealership is not going to settle with you at the contract phase. Settling isn't for the contract phase. Mm-hmm. Tell me what you want. Mm-hmm. As a dealership, I want you to pay for my car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You as a customer, I want a quality car.
Right.
That's been determined from the second you walk through that door.
Yeah.
Upon first meeting.
But that's been the thing that's been determined since cars were made. Hey, you give me a good car. Okay, cool.
We built this relationship. The thing about it is, to tie back to relationships, you went in there and he didn't have what you needed in the beginning, but you let something else, like, but he looked good or she looked good. So you settled at the contract phase. They didn't have everything that you needed in the contract phase.
Your car.
And you trying to make it up in the end. But you like the car, the engine ain't working. Well, the car, that's when you get that whole statement. You knew I wasn't that when you met me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get hey, man, I heard that
when
a
you
few
hear
times.
that,
I heard that a few times, man.
That's the dumbest
ridiculous
thing I feel a person can say.
But it's the most honest thing a person can say.
No. Because the fact of the matter, if you don't feel you could ever grow, don't get into no relationship.
The person came to you and they didn't have it all when you first met them.
There's a difference because, okay, what I'm saying is the difference is like if we can build something, like, okay, I understand you do not have all the perks and things because we build on that. Most of us, all three of us got in a relationship at a young age.
Right.
Okay. And what I mean young, we were fresh out of college.
Right.
Like, okay, we fresh out of college, we here now. None of us were banking no money or anything like that. But now we have to grow.
The problem is people want to put who I will be in with the perks. No. What am I right now? Before you put the rims on the car, is it a Camaro? What is the car? Is the car something you like?
The thing is we might have been broke, but our ambition wasn't gonna let us be broke for long.
True.
That's the thing. Cause see, like for me, I'm gonna say this, man. My wife made me. We were working on the same place. She got a new job. I got fired the same day she got a new job, and she was like, "Man, not this again. I ain't dealing with this again." The next day, I got a new job, and then the next week, I got a permanent job. So that let her know right there, I'm not staying down for long.
I'm not down.
You not. I'm built different. I'm not gonna. So every time, whenever we get in a bind, she know I'm gonna fight
and bounce back.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take it a step further every time a challenge comes. So when they see that, that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
If you go into a situation where you see somebody get fired and then they sit on the couch 3-4 months, and then 3-4 months turn into a year, and then a year turns into a kid, and then the kid turn into 2 kids, and you still ain't got no job.
Yeah.
And then now you carrying the load, and then so a person can show you what they are from the beginning, but if you overlook it,
pay attention. Know your customer
And
base.
I will say it like this. Yes, a person can show you who they are. Like, you know for a fact, if you find the trash person or they're only for this moment.
Yeah.
But some people, it's like, I look at it as like, some people have those potential, but what happens if they don't reach their potential in the time you want them to?
you got to go in with that understanding though. You have to be understanding that sometimes your timetable ain't with whatever the universe, God, whatever you believe in's timetable is.
Yeah.
All right.
Because some people, we done seen it throughout history, some people don't hit their dream until they in their later 30s.
Yeah.
Some people don't get to that level until they meet a certain place. So you might be at the top of your game at 30 years old, but your partner might not get to that level till they 36, 37.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be the one to carry the load until you get there. But you have to understand that, hey, this is a journey for both of us, not just one of us.
Not one.
Yeah.
And you have to know that your partner is going to have your back throughout this journey.
Correct.
Because we are only going to get to this place unless we are strong and battling through this together.
Yeah.
Because if I feel like I got to go down this road by myself, what's the point?
True.
If you got somebody in your household that you supposed to be with and they lost their job, and you don't be like, well, we can let's look at these jobs. These people right here hiring. You go through that whole list and they like, well, I don't like none of them jobs. Some people gonna hit you with the, oh, he lays. No. Or she lays. No. This is where you go back to knowing your customer. Well, what do you like?
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple question that a lot of people just forget to ask.
Uh-huh.
What do you like?
Oh, I like doing this. Okay, let's go
Okay.
fill out some apples on this.
Let's go find that.
Yeah.
I found these for you now.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, when you sitting up there and you disconnect and you like, that's your problem. You ain't got no job, rent due. You need to fix that. No.
This is a us thing.
This is a us.
Yeah.
We're in this together. So I'm gonna go look for a job. If you find something that you think I might like, tell me about it so I can go apply. Like, help me help us.
Sometimes in moments of survival, we turn into me instead of we.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
And that's the issue.
Everybody keep turning that W upside down.
Yeah, we turn into a me.
Stop.
Because innately, we always turn our survival mode into our mind.
Yeah.
Everything is all me.
I got it.
I gotta make this happen. I gotta make this happen because at the end of the day, I came here by myself and I'm leaving by myself.
But your legacy ain't just you.
Yeah, like,
That's what you forget.
That's the thing. Like, and you know, now we're on this thing where I gotta build this for my family, generational wealth, all this. But at the same time, as long as you are thinking for just yourself, all that ain't gonna never happen.
I'm telling you.
None of that'll never happen until you change the mindset of me. And so to get back to the question, I was thinking about something that y'all was talking about last week. When you said if you gonna be that man that says when I get up or when I come in and I say something, everybody move. What are you doing in that household?
No.
You know, how you want your woman to do X, Y, and Z. But what are you doing to be that man?
Yeah.
How are you that man?
Yeah.
You gotta prove to be that man. And so the thing is, a lot of guys is moving shifty nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't moving how they need to move. And to be honest, a lot of dudes is moving in a lot of circles where they homeboys ain't holding them accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are condoning the foolery that they doing.
Yeah.
So and on another episode, y'all was talking about the whole birds of a feather flock together thing.
Yeah.
Like you gonna move in the same circles with the same type of people, and your aspirations gonna be the same. So if you move and shift in a circle of shifty people, and you looking at women like they ain't valuable or they can't be trusted, most likely your homeboy see it the same way.
Yeah.
You gonna be in the same circle of people, so y'all gonna be in the same type of misery. But at the same time, if you have a different mindset or your mindset changes, I mean, you need to change your circle of people.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because you can't let what you're trying to change from contaminate who you're trying to be. Like I can't.
Yes.
I can't let that be.
I told this numerous times, and I will stand on and stand by it. Because if we not growing together, that's not only for me and my wife, but me and the people that I'm around.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let nobody around me keep being down here and I'm over here rising. Bruh, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, if I get you somewhere, I'm going to get you there with me.
Right.
If I could help you, let me help you. Now, if you don't want to be helped, bruh, I'm going to have to leave you behind, because what we not going to do is I keep rising and then you like, whoa, don't go too far.
Yeah, I can't let you break me down with you.
Like, nah. Either we going to grow together, and that's why I say my circle of friends is very small, because I'm not about to stay down.
Yeah.
Can't do
I
so.
always have to stand on it.
Cannot do it.
Man, you know what I'm saying? I done, we done talked out camera before, and I know where everybody come from, and y'all know where I done came from.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be damned if I let anybody hold me from where I done started.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let nobody pull me back to where I came from. So I'm gonna continue to try to rise and go the other way. You know what I'm saying? And when I got people around me that's trying to do the same thing, like, it's contagious. Like you gonna wanna be that.
Yes.
And so, like, that's why I don't understand. Like, for me, it's kind of like I have sometimes black and white thinking. My gray area is very slim. So for me, sometimes when it comes to men and how they operate and with the friend circles and their decision making skills, some stuff is no brainer to me. If friendships ain't serving no purpose or it's not helping me grow or elevate, it's time to change. It's time to move around, because I am all about elevation. I mean, I'm not trying to grow off nobody or trying to use nobody, but if we're not helping each other grow, if it's not a reciprocal friendship, if it's a one-way friendship, I don't want no parts in it. But if we're building something together, if we are elevating each other, man, let's make this thing rock.
Let's go.
Because at the end of the day, we ain't got but one life to live. And our time is getting further this way than it is that way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to make the best of it.
You got to do it.
And one of the things I don't understand, and yes, we do talk, like I talk about women and I talk about men because I hold everybody accountable. I don't care who you are. I don't, but the reason I'm harping on men now is because I hear a lot of dudes out here, all this faking, shaking, talking about you trying to be this and that, but you ain't done nothing. All you doing is complaining.
Yeah.
Like, your woman hear you complain, the kids hear you complain, your friends hear you complain, but nobody see nothing happen.
But see, at the same time, though, man, I'm gonna say this: you don't hear a lot of women complaining no more because they out here making moves. That's the thing. You don't hear their complaints because they're actually putting to action what they're trying to do.
Right? Yeah,
like they going to school, they putting themselves in debt, they're opening businesses, they're getting degrees, they're making. You got more women CEOs than ever. ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got tired of having the handouts, and now they taking what they want.
Yeah, I could respect that.
And that's and see, we don't like that. When it boils down to it, we as men, we don't like that.
I have to say that some men don't like that, because I want my woman to go out there and get it.
I mean, I know you do, but the majority, the consensus, they don't like the fact that the women are elevating themselves, because now it's a competition.
Now, and yes, I do agree. And one of the things that I always look like at when it comes to competition, I love it. I thrive off of competition. Yeah. If you say you're going to be better than me, you're going to have to show me.
And my thing is, I'm going to tell you like this here. And I mean, I know your wife got her own businesses and everything. And for you, it's probably like, hey, baby, go and do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got your
move.
Elevate. You know what I'm saying? And my wife, when she get ready to take off and do her thing, I'm going to be right there cheering her on, because I know what she's capable of. And also, there's no threat for me.
Now, I will say this one thing, and I have to say this on the side of men. The reason I could truly say that is because if my wife grows, we grow.
And see,
period.
But
and
I like that you said that, but some men don't see that way.
Right.
Because in their mind, my woman can't grow more than me.
It's a threat to status.
Because it's a threat to status. Because of the way the hierarchy, patriarchy, old way of society is. We're the leaders of the household. We're the breadwinners. We're this.
But even saying that, like now I make a lot more than my wife now, and my wife's cool with that. But before, she was making a lot more than me, and I was still the man of my house.
Yeah, but
run my house.
But you're comfortable with being that way.
Right.
What we are saying is, I'm not gonna say all, some men are not comfortable with their woman being an elevated status, because.
So would you say that is, what's the word I'm looking for? Jealousy or with insecurity?
Both.
Yeah.
I would say it's both.
It's both.
Mm-hmm. And then, and I'm gonna throw another word. It's a little bit envious too, because your woman got a drive that you don't have, and you're envious because, dang, my woman can get out there and go get it, but I can't. Or she has more motivation to go do something that I ain't never thought of.
And
if that ain't a strike to the male ego, I don't know what it is.
When you think about it.
So that's pride.
To wrap it up in a bow. to wrap it all up. Your woman got more drive than you. Your woman out here making moves that you're not going to make. And you steady trying to figure out, well, why ain't I doing it? Then you going to complain to your homeboys who telling you the exact same thing about they women.
And then going to tell you to go get somebody that ain't that's going yeah.
She don't want to. So I'm like, you have to change your environment. Like it was the only thing that I'm really gonna ever give UNT credit for is broadening my viewpoint. Before I went, if it ain't Boosie, it's not music. I don't know what you're talking about. This is what music is. I went out here and I'm hearing everybody playing all kinds of stuff, and it's like the circle's different. The dudes I was hanging with back in high school, I can't really, outside of, Dame and Jay, but you know what I'm saying? For the most part.
Just a few.
Yes, just a few, but my whole social circuit has changed.
Yeah. So
now I have to broaden because I have to accept their viewpoints too. It's not just me and my bubble and all the people who agree with what I agree with no more. It's you might not like nothing I'm saying, but I have to understand you like, yo, you got a valid point. So the music you like, it's a valid point. When you find yourself stagnant in your relationship, judge all your relationships. If your primary relationship is suffering, look at all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the relationship you got with your parents. If you find yourself in a position where, well, I ain't called my mom in months, I ain't went to see my mom in months, and you want to tell me you finna come over here and now it's okay that I'm not kicking it with my wife. It's okay I don't come home. Why? I don't even go see my mama. So I ain't got no issue. You know what? It's okay that me and my homeboys don't talk once a month, once a year. I don't even talk to my brother like that. Like, you start putting all this in there, but you start to realize everybody that's around you do the exact same thing. So you don't see a problem.
Right.
If you went outside and everybody's grass is overgrown, do you think yours is overgrown? No. It takes that one courageous person to cut their yard.
Yeah.
To see. No, it can be better.
Yeah.
The dating situation. Just wrapping it up for you. The dating situation. If nobody's sitting back and just say, wait, look, all of us are dying alone. It's a problem. Let me accept you for you. You accept me for me, and let's build from here. If everybody trying to get something from you and nobody's getting anything, then obviously the system is broken. Change the system. Be the courageous person. Let love in. Let guard down. Accept a person. Judge them at that point where you stand right now. Tell them what you want. Know your custom. It's very simple. But the problem is the simplicity of it makes it excessively hard because you can't believe it will actually work.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
We'll jump on. Unless y'all want to talk about it.
Yeah, I you know what I'm saying? Because we can keep going. But
Yeah, we can always keep going.
But I'm going to let you, because, you know, we're going to end up having another one of them 2 hour episodes.
Yeah, we don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it.
Yeah, because I show it.
Today, you won't believe this is brought to you by.
Oh, yes. Yanni Like Mine, Traces Like Mine, and Wasted Desires. They have a pop-up coming up on September 18th. I will try to be there to support and do all the things that I need to do. Shout out to my wife as always. Love you, beautiful. We just had our 6th anniversary. So, you know, it's a great thing. Check her out on Facebook, Instagram, and their website, wasteddesires.com. They have waist beads, anklets, bracelets, all those good things.
Just asking.
I know, but no, they do not have that right now. So, anyways, I will talk to her about that.
It just makes sense.
But
always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Well, you can feel like one at every wedding.
But yes, check them out. Like, support, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Tyler Bailey, Luxury Clothes by Luxury Guy. Booley, he's wiggling in these game spaces. State of Being. And D-Mac, he's a barber. Got anybody want to shout out real quick?
Oh, yeah. We Talk Mavs, Glow Mavs Production. Anything Dallas Maverick related, they got it covered. You know what I'm saying? Go check them out on YouTube. Follow them on their Instagram and Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One thing. Y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe. Something, the number 4 DA people. As much as we do out here, we trying to get y'all help us do more. We need y'all. You part of the people. So please go on Facebook, go on Instagram, go on Snapchat, anything you can. Subscribe, like, share. We're on every podcast network, so just look us up and we'll be there for you.
Done deal. Aries Spears is facing backlash after talking about Lizzo's weight. Now, are we going to talk about specifically what he said?
Well, what he said was Lizzo looks like the poop emoji.
Okay.
And he talked about her weight and things of that nature. And so many people got on to him about body shaming and different things of that nature.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we could talk about specifically.
Did anybody Will Smith him, though? Nobody Will Smith him? Okay. I'm just checking. I'm just making sure. That's what lonely gets you. That's what lonely gets you.
Man.
That's what happens. I'm not saying that Will was right. Don't get me wrong. I ain't never going to be in Will's side with that.
Yeah,
that
he wasn't. But,
you know.
No, the only thing that I was saying with the Aries Spears thing, I see it from both sides. I understand we talk about not shaming someone. But when are we going to get to a point where we say, that's not healthy for you?
Well, if he said it that way, I think it would have been received a lot better.
No, because even then, you don't get to hear that. When somebody says healthiness, America is obese. Factually, we are one of the most obese, if not the obese country in the world. Yeah. Then on top of that, too, people are dying because of their size. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we should not body shame someone because everybody is not going to be the same size. But there's a difference when you hype it up so much and try to actually get people to believe, oh, it's okay to be 150 pounds, 200 pounds overweight.
My thing is, why don't anybody ever say the doctor is body shaming? Because that's the one who why nobody ever say nature is body shaming? Because that's the one who give you the sicknesses associated with being overweight. It's just, look, we have to put ourselves in a place to where we assess ourselves. And I'm not trying to come at nobody with no. Look, the way he did it, I'm going to straight up say, yeah, that's messed up, brother. Yeah. That ain't your place, because I don't know what she dealing with, or even if she feel like she dealing with something. Because maybe her music is a way of coping with her situation.
Yeah.
If you going to come at somebody, especially somebody you don't know, in that manner, and I know he like, well, I'm a comedian, so I can do... No. When you on stage, you on stage. When you out here in the public, don't let this Instagram and this Facebook fool you.
Yeah. Well, he already got beat up before.
That's what I'm telling you is, when you hear Dave Chappelle talking, he
forgot.
Yeah.
He's well researched, and I give you a solid scenario, and I poke holes in it so you can see where this is flawed, right? If I'm dealing with Lizzo, and if you telling me I really care, because that's what, if you gonna come at somebody about that conversation about weight, I have to care about you. I'm gonna tell you, hey, look, we can go work out, we can go do it. I'm inviting you to stuff that I know I'm trying to prolong your life. I ain't gotta tell you what I'm trying to do for you to understand what I'm trying to do. Hey, I'm out here, I'm running. Hey, let me send that in the group text. Everybody's on here. I'm running. It don't matter who you are. Let's all get out here and let's just commit to 1 mile. 1 mile a week. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna single a soul out. I don't. Yeah. What I want to do is I want to have the people I actually like to stay around long, so I can have a good life. So hey, if me getting you up to move you around is what's gonna do that for you, one thing. But if you a dude, you ain't never spoke to me on that level. You don't care nothing about me. I'm just a moment for you to get some sort of fame or get a podcast like ours. Hey, shout out. But a podcast like ours to speak on it. Yeah. Then no, bro, I don't want to be your social minute viral moment. No, if you care.
If you care, you really care.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this too, man. I'm gonna agree with you. He just was talking out the side of his neck, dog. And then for one, it was real jacked up for how he came at her. Yeah. For one, two. Have y'all seen Aries Spears?
Yes, I've seen them. I mean, it's like the pot calling the kettle.
Yeah, man, you not the smallest man in the world, dog. And then the way he was sitting up there, kind of leaned back, talking while he was making the joke. Dude, you sound like you need a CPAP machine yourself.
I know you do.
You know what I'm saying? So, dog, I know people was like, oh, well, the world is so sensitive they can't take a joke.
It's not a joke.
You have to think about, really, 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 really think about these jokes that y'all are telling. Right. And you gotta really think about how volatile, that's that word again. Mm-hmm. How volatile this world is right now. Yeah. Because you can't push people's buttons like you used to. No.
Yeah.
People will kill you nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the littlest things. Mm-hmm. For small things. So be very, very mindful for what you think is a joke, because you'll end up in a box somewhere fooling around with these jokes. Mm-hmm. You know, and it like it's just. It was stupid to me. Like you couldn't think of nothing else to do. You decided to go on the internet and be like, okay, I'm gonna talk about Lizzo today. Because to me that's what he did.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, he found something. He was like, okay, that's who I'm gonna shoot at today.
I'm gonna shoot it. And my thing is, why are you picking on Lizzo? Like people like we genuinely like her.
Good energy.
Yeah, like she ain't. What has she done to rattle anybody's cage?
True.
Only thing she did was live her life and be an easy target.
I will say that that one thing is one thing that I have to say. The whole cutting the butt cheeks out. You're not gonna sit here and tell me you saw anybody else ever in any Lakers game with the butt cheeks out. That was the only thing I'm gonna say, because
Prince ever went to?
No, Prince hadn't went to a Lakers game with butt cheeks out. It was his own concert.
Well, I mean,
the only reason I'm saying that is because, like, I'll stand up for what's right. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Now, I do not believe he should have made fun of her, because he just seemed like he shot a shot because he was just shooting shots. Right. But now, when she did the whole at the Lakers game, she the only one come out there with butt cheeks out and said, it's because I'm big that they have an issue with. No, you got your butt cheeks out on national TV.
I'm going to be honest.
And you are name somebody else that had their butt cheeks out on national TV.
I'm going to say this, though.
Janet Jackson got so much backlash for whatchamacallit. Nobody said nothing about Justin Timberlake.
That was a different era. That was a different era, though. This is a different era. It's a different era.
But Janet Jackson got so much backlash off that.
I understand that, but that's a different era. It's a different era in time. You got to think about when that happened. It was certain stuff on TV we couldn't say at that point in time.
First of all,
that's very true.
So now, if that was to happen on TV, Janet wouldn't get that kind of flag.
Nobody would care.
It wouldn't even happen. It's a whole different time frame. So, for example, if let's replace Lizzo with Meg. If Meg was to walk into
a lot of people had an issue.
No, they wouldn't.
There would be a lot. Let's be honest. Hold up, Paul.
I would have an issue with someone having an issue.
Conservative people that would have an issue
in
with
LA.
Yes.
Are you crazy?
No. It was on national TV.
In
LA? It was not just in LA. It was across the globe.
It would be in LA.
Across the globe.
At a Lakers game?
First of all, let's be real.
Right now.
Man, nobody.
If Meg Thee Stallion, yes, I would definitely look. I probably would went on.
If it was
Google
her
and find the picture, I'm like, you know what? You gonna be saving my catalog for
If this was her on a national TV game in LA, there would be no issues.
So no one ever would say nothing.
There wouldn't be no problem.
Okay.
I got like 5 people right now that would say it.
J-Lo had the dress that was cut looked like it came all the way down to the crotch,
and she was in the dress looked like she was naked.
Pretty much, no issues.
It just was like it's a beautiful
dress.
What
was this?
That was back in the day.
Yeah,
Rihanna. No, more recent. Rihanna had the see-through dress,
the nude color dress.
Yeah. No. She was actually nude under the dress. She had underwear.
Well, I'm talking about like the color of the dress, wasn't the nude color dress. No issue.
Hold up, that was on the red carpet. That wasn't at a nationally. That
was a national TV.
First of all, I saw it. That's how I know it's national.
It's a national TV event.
I saw it.
It's a red carpet event. That's a national TV thing.
I was not there, so I know.
It's the caliber of the person. It's sad to say, it's the body of the person.
The thing about it is, it shows you the state of people. It's a whole. Now I'm not telling you that. What I am saying is this: it's a lot of insecure people who like, I would never do that.
Okay.
And her to have the audacity
to do that, yeah,
it makes them have to question. Well, why don't I love myself?
Yeah.
Why am I?
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Because if I'm telling you, if it was any one of these people that we named that are of a smaller, slender, put together build,
talk about Megan.
People are not even gonna blink an eye,
bruh. Okay,
they not gonna blink an eye.
Random moment. Did
anybody
see the She-Hulk?
Yeah,
I
did.
She-Hulk, attorney at law, She-Hulk and Meg Thee Stallion over here, twerking at the very, very end of it. I'm like, yeah.
I ain't seen
I'm gonna tell you like this here. Meg ain't gonna miss no coin, dog.
Nah, ain't no need.
Ain't gonna miss no coin.
Okay.
Ain't no need to miss no dollars.
Much respect.
Yeah,
but
all Meg ain't gonna miss no coin.
Never mind.
But like I'm saying, what I'm saying is, now, is her being out there, was that indecent? Yeah.
Shout out to Meg, dog.
Shout out to Meg.
Man, we ain't even talking about Meg Thee Stallion. Y'all keep on bringing up.
Hey, I'm just saying, you brought her up.
I brought her up.
I gotta show
You had to come
love.
back.
I gotta show the love where the love is. Now, look,
Houston's
now.
on. What's up?
Shout
Right
out
down the
Lizzo.
street. Yeah, shout out.
Because I
Lizzo.
guarantee you, it's a guy out there who gonna be disregarded because he ain't he not us. Who like she was out there like that, bro. He probably took a photo, put it on his wall. That's the one.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't
But-
nothing to mess with.
I'm telling you, man. It's somebody that got a Lizzo poster on their wall right now, dog. I'm telling you.
Tons of
I mean,
people.
I respect people. You like who you like.
Cause she was even in the movie Hustle. She was cute in that movie.
like
She
does what she do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I do understand what people are saying. It's like, hold on, wait, we sitting out here, we at a basketball game. Like, I know it's kids here because the Lakers is for everybody. At a certain point, media got to a point where they stopped thinking of there's different age groups. There's little kids, children, preteens, teens, and young adults and adult though.
Nah, I'm gonna tell y'all like this here, man. You go to a Lakers game, dog. You bound to see anything in an LA Lakers game. I'm just gonna tell y'all.
Oh, see, I
I'm
ain't
just
from LA.
I
I've been there.
ain't know that.
That's me.
So I'm just gonna let you know, because back when it was before it was the Staples Center, when it was the Forum, well now it's Crypto.com Arena. But back before they moved to Staples, and when it was the Great Western Forum, and when Jerry Buss put the whole Showtime and celebrities and all that together, you'll never know they had a whole club at the Forum, so you never knew what you was gonna see.
Okay.
so
Different energy.
yeah, so it's really a party when you go to a Lakers game.
Okay.
So she might have been getting ready for it. Yeah.
Either way, like I said, I don't know if I'm sitting there. Now, granted, if Megan Thee Stallion is down there, I ain't gonna be too upset. But I am gonna be like, now my daughter and my wife here, and you got me down here looking at this, making me look like I'm a bad person.
Cause I'm gonna look.
I might even try to get a picture.
I'm gonna try to. I'm a fan right now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to
autograph, please.
So I'm like, me being where I'm from, Texas.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't understand that energy.
Mm.
I go down there. From where you sit, you're right. I don't want no one to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't finna attack you for doing it.
You shouldn't definitely do that.
Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also going to play to my human side, my male side. And if it is something that I do find attractive down there, just give one for the
spank that.
Yeah. Hey, we gonna go ahead and take a picture.
Detroit man settles race discrimination lawsuit. Takes the check to a bank who does not cash the check because they don't believe it's his, and now he has an additional discrimination lawsuit.
I'm just thinking, this is the most player thing ever. I just sued my job for discriminating against me. Now, hey, before you stop being my attorney, run that back for me one more time.
The bank told me I had a fake check, so I'm gonna go
let's go and run that back one more
let's
time.
Go right over
one
to
more
this
time.
place and let's talk to them.
One time for the one more time.
And it just, but you put yourself in that position is a. I just feel like from now on, don't let nobody come across me, and I feel like it's like discrimination. I'm applying pressure. I'm letting you know right now.
I'm
running them pockets. I'm gonna run the pockets.
I'm gonna tell you like this here, man. If I'm the bank, I'm just gonna deposit a check. Yeah. And if it's fraud, I'm just gonna pop you for it. Because that's what they do anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
It ain't your money.
My thing is whoever that teller was being very overzealous that day.
Yeah, you do.
They were being the super employee that wanted to protect the bank and be employee of the year and all of that. And now you done got them into a class action. So.
And guess what they gonna do for you? They gonna fire you. Most likely they gonna let you go, and you was trying to do so much for them. Sometimes it don't.
I wonder how much his first check was.
It's a good question.
Because look at it like this: if it's $1 million, let's just say it's $1 million, he gonna double that with that bank.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, I got $1 million from them. They want me to cash my $1 million. I need 4 from them.
Yeah. First of all, I want to get the same judge. Like I'll be like, I need everything, so he can see. And it's like this is a repeat offender nation. Like,
they're gonna be like, sir, why are you back in my courtroom?
I got another
judge. You won't believe what happened to me.
And I'll be like, now watch this.
Who keep letting you do it?
when I finish with them, I'm not gonna take they check to cash at they bank. I'm gonna be like, let me go. If that's Bank of America or Wells Fargo, which would be most likely culprit. If that was Wells Fargo, I'm gonna take this over here to Chase now, because this check is $4 million. They'd be like, sir, that's not real. Just bring the lawyer on. I'm gonna run this back so many times. They're gonna be like the first billionaire of lawsuits, just straight lawsuits.
Man, he flipping his money. He keep flipping his money. I flipped it with my job. Now I'm going to flip it with this bank. Now, if I take it to another bank and they do it, okay, we're going to flip it again.
We're going to flip that again.
I'm just saying, at some point in time, hey, you know what? Let's go and find out. Let's find out if this check real before we say it's fake.
We can do it.
We are the bank.
I can make
a call. Call them.
I can call you. Hey, did you get sued recently? How much did you pay him? Okay. I'll be right with you, sir. We're going to cash that for you right now. It's just due to the amount.
But I don't see what the issue of that is.
It's no issue.
Why can't you just check it? Like, you know what? I'm going to check it. If it's fraud, bro, look like you going to jail today.
Going to jail.
But if it's not fraud, hey, we good.
I'm happy you're banking with us.
Right.
That's all I'm happy you banking with us.
That's all you had to do.
That's all you had to do. But, you know.
You keep moving.
But it's like people over here like, oh, no, you can't have this. What you mean I can't have it? Oh, you saying I can't cash my check here? This is my bank.
But these types of situations take me back to the Sesame Street. Take me back to like it's.
Oh boy!
Could you tell me how to get?
Oh, Sesame Street.
I just want to know.
I just want to sit on a brownstone and be happy.
I just want to have a good time.
You ever wonder, is that why Groucho's so grouchy?
Probably so.
Hey, just grouchy.
Like, I mean, you know, Oscar. His name Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, he just Oscar and he grouchy. You know, so that's probably why he grouchy.
He's grouchy, bro.
I just want to sit on a brownstone.
That's it. I just want to do this right here
and chill with Big Bird.
That's it. That's it. It could all be so simple.
Yeah.
But you rather
it's a
make it
cold
hard.
world out here. I was like, well, I mean, at least he coming up. He's coming up in the game.
Like, first of all, Frank Lucas ain't got nothing on that man. He is king of the flip. At that point, like, because I would not think that you could re-up on lawsuits. Like,
oh nah, I was watching this one documentary, dog, where this dude is a professional lawsuiter.
You talking about the one that go from job to job and goes to calls OSHA? He got 4,000 from one. I was like,
what?
Yeah.
He hustling. Yeah. He's like, oh, you said something in the break room that was offensive to me. OSHA.
Lawsuit. Are you talking about Charles?
I don't know his name.
Yeah, dude.
Charleston Charleston.
He be making money, dog.
Yeah, every time he's suing.
He be looking.
I'm waiting for you to say something now, Lon. I'm suing.
Yeah,
but that's the new profession. Like, I don't have to really earn. I mean, not saying that it's not earned, and especially in this man case, it's like y'all been getting away with this for so long. It's about time somebody punched the bully in the face. Okay, look, you've been doing me wrong. I caught you. They got me paid, and you know they're gonna try to spend it. Like, we talking about it the proper way right now in context, but let's say 10 years from now, or at least in that state, they gonna be like, they always want money for nothing, just like they did with the McDonald's lady, just like they gonna do like with the Blitz gas cans. They always gonna flip the story. So before the media get they spin, America, you've been in the wrong for a long time when it came to this race thing. Okay, it just is what it is. I'm not trying to come down on nobody. I accept the state that we in, bro. It's just life.
No such thing as our 40
How long
acres.
we been going?
Oh, we 1:30. It's over now.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
No such thing as our 40 acres.
Yeah, it's no such thing.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, now that you don't want to right the wrongs of your transgressions at all, when you finally get caught and you see somebody walking you finally see somebody walking to your bank with that beautiful check, they got a lot of zeros behind it to make you feel like this may not be real. Just think about how that man feels.
Yeah.
At this point in the game, at this point in history, the fact that you still racist is unreal. This is not realistic. I should not come to work and be persecuted because of skin color at this point.
There is a lot of people that should be hitting somebody over the head with a lawsuit.
Guaranteed.
Like, even the ones, like, what was it? They were at the Starbucks and then they got arrested because they had to go to the restroom. Lawsuit. Like, all these little things.
We got to start, as black people, we got to start using our superpower.
Yeah.
Call them on their bull. Don't pull the race card. Pull out the lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Pull the lawyer.
We don't know the law.
That's true.
True.
But we know this one now. Shout out to the man for putting us on.
That's the problem. We don't know the law. A lot of us don't know the law.
All right. Anybody else y'all want to shout out before we jump up out of here?
One more thing before y'all go. Y'all listen to the song God Did, right? Y'all listen to it?
I listened to Jay's because, everybody was just on Jay.
Yeah, y'all listen to it. Best verse. Wayne or Jay?
I didn't get that. I still haven't heard Wayne's side because apparently it's 45 seconds versus 4 minutes.
Yeah, well...
Like, just think about it as far as portion, right?
Yeah.
I got to listen to the Wayne side because if 45 seconds make a man spit for 4 minutes, what did you say
in that 45 seconds?
In 45 seconds to be like, no. Because you know how, especially if I'm Jay-Z, the whole renegade situation with M, it's like people always hopping on my songs and they acting like I'm not the dude.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like, here that 45 seconds was ridiculous. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
For us to be talking, it had to be something. I'm gonna go listen to this. But I heard the Jay-Z situation. I was like,
I haven't heard it yet. I gotta listen to it.
That 45. That.
I was like, the way you said and the facts that you were like, I was like, nobody gonna be able to really flex at that level because I haven't done it. He's one of the first people to ever do that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how many people I put on because I ain't put nobody on at this level. Like, I have not made a billionaire. I ain't even make a billionaire out of myself.
3 billionaires, me, Ye, and Ree. Bron's a rock boy, so it's 4 technically.
Like, ice cold. At that point, that's why I'm trying to figure out what happened in 45 seconds. Because somebody who's listening to lyrics like this, I'm like, how do you top a line like that? How do you top?
Then he started talking about finance. That boy said, I'm sitting at the cap table with the split seals. All right.
It's different. It's a different. Like, I don't expect the people out here bumping NBA YoungBoy to understand what took place on that verse. That's gonna happen. You have to reach a certain point where money is important, really important.
But I'm telling y'all, that 45 seconds that Wayne unleashed was just.
I gotta hit a 45 seconds before I can make a judgment.
Okay, so next time I'm gonna need y'all to have an answer.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know right now, from what I heard from Jay, that bar is so high that I don't know what you can say in 45 seconds to even come close. But I also understand who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Wayne.
Yeah.
So it's one of those.
Shout out to Ross for being on the song too, though.
You forgot all about it.
Hold on, wait. But I'm like, Ross
Sorry,
is one of the most consistent.
Go
Go feel free.
Go
Ross being one of the most consistent rappers out.
Yeah.
How do you not get mentioned?
I mean,
Either way,
because the heat that Wayne came in with just. If you ain't heard it, I don't know where you been, but if you got to go listen to it. That's all I'm gonna say.
okay. This has been another episode of Something for the People. My co-host is using the restroom.
And
Yeah,
I'm here.
And my homie here.
Yeah.
He here. So hold it down.
See y'all next time.
Yeah. Don't